Welcome to Seamedu. Here is our first story. Ganesh Festivals is one of the biggest festivals in Maharashtra and it is celebrated at a very large scale by setting up pandals all over. During this festival, we see thousands of people on the streets visiting pandals made by different groups. In the same way, Seamedu group celebrated this festival. Let us know more about this festival.
This festival is celebrated at a large scale in Seamedu. Beautiful decorations are made. An idol is installed which is never immersed. The festival goes on for 10 days in the institute where puja and aarti is done every morning and evening by the faculty members.
This year we had the Ganesh festival celebrated at Seamless Education Academy, which was a very nice event, and there was a lot of enthusiasm between the students plus the staff and all the members. Initially we had aarti every day, and we had staff members getting prasad, and then that was distributed between all the people. Then even on the last day we had an aarti and a small celebration along with the students also.
This creates harmony and unity amongst the students and the faculty.
The Ganesh festival in Seamedu was wonderful. I hope this takes place every year. With cameraman Udit, this is Ankita Joshi, Seamedu.
The students and faculty at Seamedu traveled to Mumbai's Film City to witness the shooting of the semi-finals of X Factor India's singing reality TV show.
On the morning of 23rd of August, the students and teachers from Seamedu went to the shooting of the X Factor semi-finals with preparation beginning at 9 a.m. to finishing the shoot of 2 episodes of the show at 9 p.m. The trip was an all-day affair. This excursion was merely for the benefit of the students to explore to the way things function in the real world of media. The group was able to observe and learn many things about filming from the set, audio layout of the studio, as well as enjoy music performed by talented artists. In addition to the privilege of being one of the first viewers of the episodes, some members of the group were treated to a backstage tour of the studio, while others were lucky enough to snap a photo with one of the guest judges of the show. Being a special group representing an educational institute, the students were seated less than 20 feet away from the performers on the stage and at an even less distance from the famous judges and musical icons of India, such as Sonu Nigam.
The excursion to the X Factor studio set has been beneficial to all the students at Seamedu as they will soon be part of the media world themselves. This is Mahima Bhagwat with cameraman Vivek on Seamedu.
Seamless Education Academy has launched a newsletter. It is named Seamedu Voice. It is a newsletter by the students for the students.
Seamedu is the Academy of Creative and Media Learning. It has decided to create newsletter to cover different activities. Dhananjay and Udit, FY BHM students, plays the role of chief editors. It is best way to give the exposure to creativity in students.
Well, it was the first time I ever edited a newsletter, and I had major help from Udit and Radip. Udit did the most of the page layout, Radip did the logo, and it was a hectic schedule for me. We made pages throughout the night.
First issue was published on 15 September 2011. All students worked harder together for the success, so they were eager to see the first newsletter. It will be published every month. Students are determined to make it success. We all are eagerly waiting to see how these efforts of the students turns out. I hope and wish sincerely it is a huge success. With camera person Vivek Nair, this is Aditya Naik, Seamedu.
Teachers' Day celebration in Seamless Education Academy had an exceptional atmosphere. It being a media institute, people of different genres added different color to the environment in and around the college. Let's see how.
All the students on Teachers' Day were asked to gather at their college canteen, and then the celebration started with some of the students singing songs for teachers. Some even played guitar and everybody sang along.
Teachers' Day was well organized by the batches of BHM, BHM batch 1 and batch 2. It was very nice way of presenting. We did a cake cutting. Also, there was a singing and after that, student also gave Ganpati idols to all the teachers, and I liked it very much.
All the students had arranged the snacks for everybody present for the celebration party. And then, in the end, they had a cake cutting ceremony with their students and every present there. Teachers' Day turned out to be a small affair, but it was surely a memorable one. Students conveyed their respect, affirming that the emotions matter more. With cameraman Vivek Nair, this is Sonal Bam, SEAM News.
Let's take a look at some more news after the break.
Why are you wearing a helmet then? Why, only those people wear helmet who have something to protect inside. Why aren't you wearing a helmet there? Don't you know? Only those people wear helmets who've got something to protect inside. Dumbass.
Welcome back after a short break. And now let's know more about the Digital Filmmaking Department in Seamless Education Academy. Seamless Education Academy was started in 2008. It teaches 4 specialization courses. Digital filmmaking is one of them. Digital Filmmaking Department occupies an entire floor in Seamedu. It consists of a chroma studio, editing bay, and a faculty which has had a lot of experience in the field.
The filmmaking course at Seamedu basically is based on a very highly practical format, where we do concentrate on theory, but at the same time, it is immediately practiced or exercised in a practical format. So, when we say practical format, it is cross genre, cross treatment, and cross formats. So, if when a student comes in, he or she just doesn't learn about the history of filmmaking, which is equally important, but also learns about where filmmaking as an industry is heading.
स्क्रिप्ट राइटिंग से कॉन्सेप्ट डेवलपमेंट से लेके आउटपुट तक, फाइनल आउटपुट, एडिटिंग एंड पोस्ट प्रोडक्शन तक इसमें जानकारी दी जाती है, बच्चों को पढ़ाया जाता है. बहुत अच्छा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है यहाँ पे. बहुत सारे सॉफ्टवेयर्स जो करंट इंडस्ट्री में यूज़ किए जाते हैं, वो सब सॉफ्टवेयर्स यहाँ पे बच्चों को पढ़ाया जाता है और प्रैक्टिस करने को मिलता है.
The course is extensively divided into lectures on pre-production, production, and post-production. Elaborated documentaries are shown to students to get them acquainted with the field and give them on-hand experience to be used in their workshops. Animation is the simplest yet most difficult skill in visual media. Seamedu's animation department provides rare and specialized training of this skill in Pune. Known to do clay animation in Pune, they have also had many other marvel projects on the line.
Seamless Education Academy, one of the well-known names in Pune for media schools, which harvest many independent media students, of which mostly are animation. Being the rarest of many animation studios in Pune, churning on short films every now and then, the department is considered the skill with best. The seamlessly skilled students and teachers of this department are always working on many out-of-the-box ideas, hence making them the rarest in Pune. Animation in India still has to take a big leap of faith in many different genres. Media schools such as Seamedu are making an effort to create a difference in people's creativity to more than just Bollywood in India. With camera person Vivek Nair, this is Dhananjay, Seam News.
A short film was made at the animation department at Seamedu Media Academy. See how they made it a success.
There is a short film being made in the animation department at the Seamedu Media Academy. The name of this film is Munni. It is being made by Harold Raichur from the animation department. They are hoping to enter it into a short film festival once it is complete. Let us know about a few details of the film.
My film it's called Munni, and it's about a girl, and it's about a girl basically who wants to become something. So it's an animated film, and we have been working upon it for a couple of months now. It's already halfway done. We have finished the story. The story was mine. So it doesn't take much time to finish a story if it's mine. So we were able to basically finish the pre-production work in a month's time, we have the animatics ready, and we have finished 4 shots.
The idea of the film is of Harold Reicher himself. Only a few more shots of the film are left now. This is one of the many projects taken up by the Seamedu animation studio. Now that they are trying to gain their international acclaim, we hope they have all the success. Here's wishing them good luck. This is Manali Patare with cameraman Vivek for Seam News.
Millions of people explore the internet, unlimited music stores, and so on to obtain the maximum amount of songs to fill up their MP3 players and hard disks. But there is a very small percentage of this dense population who commit themselves to the industry which produce this vast quantity of music we thrive on. Today we are going to go behind the scenes and acquaint ourselves with the most advanced music production softwares that are put to use in studios worldwide.
One of the major advancements in today's world has been the revolutionary convergence from the usage of analog hardwares to a digital domain which reigns supreme over the throne of modern music production. Complex softwares have taken over vintage analog systems and henceforth have led to the progress in the field of audio. The latest technologies today depend on these softwares to be tuned and sounds to be produced. The expanse of possibilities is way beyond compassable. Modern studios tend to use the best from among what is the best available today in the market. The top notches are filled by softwares such as Pro Tools, produced by Avid Technologies, Logic Pro, designed by eMagic, Cubase from Steinberg Reason, from Propellerhead, and Sonar X1 by Cakewalk.
Digital revolution. Basically, this has helped us to streamline the process. It has become very simpler now as compared to earlier. Talking about analog tapes to digital data that we have today, you can do a lot of, you can do 10 to 100 times more information, and you can keep recording, editing without actually wasting a lot of tapes, without wasting a lot of money on such things. So yeah, digital revolution has helped sound engineers and music producers especially to make music without actually investing a lot of money in it.
Analog era to digital era, today there's been a major improvement in terms of flexibility. You don't have to use a lot of gear that would take up a lot of room, a lot of space, and at the same time the quality would not be maintained from generation to generation.
The world expects more and hence more is delivered. Who knows, few decades back, music in solid was a myth.
Music production has suddenly taken a leap over the years. As time goes by, we do experience a lot of development in this field, and it happens every day in music. This is Rajdeep with Vivek on the camera from Seam News.
A facility providing the ultimate hands-on experience in multimedia is incomplete without a recording studio and a proper animation floor. We are going to see how Toolbox in Seamedu gets the job done.
Toolbox Animation Studios is a visual effect house. It is also an animation studio serving the motion pictures, animation and interactive industry from its home, Pune. With creativity and technical ability housed together, it is one of a kind.
Toolbox Studios, and we are around 3 years old, and the last 3 projects we did was for Center Fruit, which was an international based project we did for Singapore and Vietnam. If you are lucky, it may come to India, but we don't know as of now. And another project we did was for Tata Sky. It's for the HD box, which is under circulation. And the recent project we did was for Birla. Was a very challenging project to do, and we actually almost stayed in the studio for 3 weeks because of the killer deadlines that all these TVC projects come with.
Toolbox offers a one-stop solution for all animation and visual effects needs. They cater to the local and international markets by delivering high-quality output in VFX, 2D and 3D animation to satisfy the client's visions.
Thus, we experience the state-of-the-art one-stop solution for all animation and audio needs, that is Toolbox. This is Mujtaba with cameraman Anoop for Seam News.
Let's take a look at some more news after the break.
smoke, smoke, smoke that weed, smoke, smoke, smoke that weed, drink, drink that liquor, pop them pills, snort that pee, smoke, smoke, smoke that weed, smoke, smoke, smoke that weed, but my niggas locked down, drink that liquor, pop them pills, snort that pee, smoke, smoke, smoke that weed, smoke, smoke, smoke that weed, drink that liquor, pop them pills, snort that.
Welcome back after a short break. Now let's have some more information regarding the processes in print media. It will surely interest the journalism students.
Screen printing is a process which is used to print designs in single color each time with the help of a screen. A trace paper and a blue arte paper of the design is exposed on the screen. The unnecessary part is restricted due to the exposure. Then a single color die is stretched lengthwise on the screen using a rubber blade called squeegee. With this process, multicolor prints are formed by changing the color for each print.
Today, the social networking sites are much more popular amongst the youngsters of the entire world. And the most recent news is that the most popular social networking site, Facebook, is going to end by March 2012.
Facebook is most popular today, and if it closes down, it will be a very boring schedule of day-to-day life for every youngster. Means, if you ever want to see your pictures again, you won't be able to get them back after Facebook goes out of business. It's true or not, we don't know. We have to wait for March 2012. But if such things happen, what we should do in our free time? We all must have to convince Facebook Corporation not to take such a decision. With cameraman Vivek Nair, this is Amaya Joshi for SEEM News.
With Metallica coming to India, it is now visible how the Indian metal scene is gaining popularity. Only recently, international metal bands have started coming to the land of Bollywood. Today we are going to cover the history of music genre heavy metal.
The first heavy metal band, Black Sabbath, attracted large audiences. In the mid-70s, Judas Priest evolved the genre, disregarding the blues influences in it. Motorhead introduced punk rock and increased the speed. In 1980s, glam metal became a major commercial force. Thrash metal broke into such mainstream with bands such as Slayer, Megadeth. Thrash metal broke into the mainstream with bands such as Slayer, Megadeth. Since the mid-90s, popular style like new metal, metalcore emerged, which have expanded the subgenres.
With extreme heavy metal scene abroad, new bands are also emerging in India. Let's see what happens to the unpredictable metal scene in the land of Bollywood. This is Vihar Mishram with the cameraman Vivek Nair.
Pune becoming a cosmopolitan city has not necessarily improved the metal scene in Pune. Creativity of compositions is at all-time low in Pune. Let's have a look.
The bands from 5 years ago put Pune on the Indian metal scene, but recently Pune bands have been very monotonous and they have not come up with anything new. Pune has bands who are doing well, but they are not of the same caliber of bands from 5 years ago. There is also a problem with organization of shows. There have been lesser and lesser shows in Pune. Although the metal scene in Pune is dying, there have been bands that have made a mark on the metal scene. I am sure that in the future, Pune will also perpetuate these metal acts. With cameraman Udit, I am Vivek Nair for SEEM News.
Everyone faces traffic jams throughout the day, and it has become a part of our daily life to get stuck in one of these. With traffic comes vehicular and sound pollution and various other problems. The hotspots in Pune are always crowded during peak hours. Let's have a look.
If you're traveling from one end of the city to the other, better be prepared to face a bumper-to-bumper traffic. Don't lose your coat because it will not get you anywhere. To avoid getting caught up in the traffic, listen to the radio constantly because these days you get the traffic updates which will help you to plan your trip more wisely, saving both time and avoiding traffic. The number of two-wheelers are constantly on the rise, which is causing more problem in controlling the traffic. Also, the number of offences committed by them is constantly on the rise. The main hotspots for traffic are always jam-packed, like the University Circle, Bund Garden Road, Sancheti Crossing. At times, it can take you at least 15 to 20 minutes to cross one single red light at the University Circle. Nowadays, even the Pune Traffic Police is present on the Facebook, launching updates about the traffic. They're actively updating statuses to inform people during the Ganpati festival.
In my opinion, traffic all over the India is pretty much the same. So it doesn't matter if you're in Pune or Mumbai. But it's just that you have a lot of two-wheelers out here. So I think I mean, for people like us who are prefer walking all the way. For us, it is a bit difficult because there are a lot of two-wheelers. That's what I feel. Because cars you can manage because you can visualize like okay there is a car coming, so you can take any kind of precautionary step. But then these two-wheelers they can come out of nowhere and you can be in serious trouble. This is what I feel.
The number of cars and vehicles are in constant rise in Pune. To avoid problems like traffic jams and pollution, people should more often opt for carpools. Udit Kumar with cameraman Vivek Nair, Seam News.
Ride 2026 is one of the few groups in the country who take their cycling seriously. From the rocky terrains to the hills of Nepal, they've ridden them all.
You can see one of the members showing us their stunts. It may seem easy, but it's just as difficult. Agility and control are very important. One small mistake, a split second here and there, can cause a serious injury. All of the group members have undergone strenuous training and hours of practice.
The above stunts have been performed by trained professionals. I would warn you not to try these without the supervision or without the proper training. This is Arzu reporting for Seam News with cameraman Vivek.
This is an exclusive report of the most awaited 3D animated film of the year, The Adventures of Tintin, The Secret of the Unicorn.
Secrets do you hold? What's this? That model ship conceals a clue to one of the greatest treasures in all history. Good boy, Snowy.
Combining the stories of the crab with golden claws, The Secret of Unicorn, and Red Rackham's treasure, the film depicts Tintin's first encounter with Captain Haddock and discovery of a clue to the treasure of his ancestor. They set out to find it with protection from a prison escapee who tried to get the treasure as well as detectives Thompson and Thompson. This extraordinary project is directed by Hollywood's famous director Steven Spielberg and stars successful actors like Jamie Bell in the lead role of Tintin, along with Daniel Craig and Nick Frost. Steven took the rights of this film from the author of Tintin series, Herge, in 1984. And finally, after many years of hard work, the film is releasing this year. It is a 3D motion capture film with advanced animation and visual effects supported by Paramount Pictures and Columbia Pictures.
Find them! Find them both. Put your hands up!
Tintin will be released soon by October 2011 in India by Sony and in the US on 23rd December 2011 by the Paramount Pictures. They will also launch a video game following by its sequel after the movie's predicted success. With cameraman Udit, this is Apeksha Shirsagar, Seam News.
Following the huge success of Dabangg and Ready, Salman Khan is back with a bang in his latest film, Bodyguard.
मैं एक बॉडीगार्ड हूँ। मेरी ड्यूटी के अलावा ना मुझे कुछ दिखाई देता है, ना मुझे कुछ सुनाई देता है।
Salman Khan said he just worked with one of the most talented directors in the South Indian cinema. This movie is a remake of Malayalam version of Bodyguard. Fans are going crazy over this movie and they love it. This is Salman's third movie with Kareena Kapoor after Kyoki and Main Aur Mrs. Khanna. The movie set another box office record, netting up to 99.5 crore in the first week itself. It released this Eid on 31st August 2011.
बॉडीगार्ड लवली सिंह रिपोर्टिंग मैडम।
इस बार तुम्हारे साथ एक बॉडीगार्ड भी जाएगा।
Oh God, bodyguard?
Salman Khan's Bodyguard has done it again. This time it has broken the records of his earlier films as well, thus becoming the highest grossing film of an opening week once again. This is Karan Sathe with cameraman Vivek Nair, Seamedu News.
Seam News, the news bulletin of Seamedu's broadcast media department, has been made through the collective efforts of both the BHM batches of Seamedu. They've had loads of fun while learning at the same time. A practical on-hand experience gave the students the perfect opportunity to gain experience and to understand the efforts involved in the process. Now let's see how the whole experience has been for them.
Why are you making me laugh? Stop that. Of the news. I'm talking that again.
उनके चहितों का उनके चहीते उनके
This is on how
film movie. I just say movie, sir.
They are not of the same caliber
Theme news.
in these metal acts with cameraman.
By
Cut.
With this, we end this bulletin. See you with some more news in the next bulletin. Goodbye.